You have to forgive me, man, but they don't care about the people they never have. They don't care about them. These my people.
Hi, good evening. Good evening. My name is Kristen Richardson Jordan, and like many here, I am asking that you stop the development and the expansion that Olnick wants for Lenox Terrace.
I'm a teacher, I'm an artist, poet, activist, author, and I am running for City Council in 2021 to represent District 9, Central Harlem. Well, I grew up in Harlem, and I am third generation Harlem. So I'm from Harlem, my mom's from Harlem, my great aunt was an original tenant at Lenox Terrace. So Lenox Terrace is a main fixture in Harlem. It has been around for a very long time. It was established across the street from Harlem Hospital, sort of in this idea and hopes that doctors would have a place for their family and the community, and there would be that sort of community connection.
This is home. This is where I was born and raised, where I spent the first 22 years of my life after coming home from Harlem Hospital. When they built Lenox Terrace, they weren't building it so much for black people. But there started to be a change in Harlem where landlords started to rent out to black people and there was white flight. So when Lenox Terrace was built, this is like the greatest place in the world. Landscape grounds, doormen, and Harlem's elite lived there. Okay, ball players, movie stars, politicians, gangsters. Okay, I dreamed of trying to get into Lenox Terrace. So that's what it represented.
I actually found out about the expansion through a brochure from Olnick Corporation that was talking about the expansion as if it had been approved and was already happening. So when I saw the brochure, I was actually standing with my girlfriend and we were getting ready to enter our apartment, and it was one of those leaflets that they had just put by the door of our apartment. And we started looking at it, and then we were looking through it, and then we're seeing the new buildings, we're seeing the commercial, the new stores. And honestly, I'm saying, what the F is this? Really? And this is the literature they put out at a point in time when nothing had been cleared, nothing had been presented to community board, the community board had not voted, borough president's office had not weighed in. There has been nothing said about it on an official level to okay what would be a rezoning of Lenox Terrace.
This is an ode to gentrification, and it will displace longtime black residents. And it's not that new people can't move here, but it is simply that new people can't move here at the expense of those who have been here.
What's going to happen with the expansion is the people who are going to be able to afford the apartments are most likely not going to be current Harlem residents. They most likely are not going to be black, and they most likely are not going to have ties to Harlem. And what's going to happen because we have this expansion going up is the nature of the neighborhood is going to change.
It's going to make the neighborhood nicer. I don't know if it will make the neighborhood better. See, what has happened, it's just like here in Harlem. A lot of white people live. But any of them sending their kids to the elementary school on 118th Street? I don't think so. See what I'm saying? So you get a lot of people coming, they think they too good. They don't really become a part of the community. So they live in it, but they don't become a part. See, for years, Lenox Terrace, yeah, it was nice, it was exclusive, but Lord have mercy, it was a part of the community.
I think the only thing I've run into when I've talked to my neighbors or I've talked to people in the community is this feeling of hopelessness, like a little bit of a sense that if we fight, we'll still lose. If we protest, they're still going to build it. But it is my belief and faith that when we fight, we win. And I definitely think this is a winnable fight in terms of stopping the expansion of this development. They're There really should be a moratorium on new developments until racial analysis is done. Lenox Terrace really should be a historical landmark.
If Olney says they want to put up 5 buildings, trust me, Olney got a back down position, which is probably 2 or 3 buildings. That's how you negotiate, okay? It's like with the gentrification of Harlem. And sometimes instead of saying no, say, what can we get out of it? I may tell Olney, I tell you what, you put up 5 buildings, but I'm gonna tell you what we want. Everybody who got an apartment in the rent stabilized buildings, the first 200 people get an apartment in the new building. That would be my position.
I am a member of LT ACT. It's the Lenox Terrace Tenants Association, and we've been fighting it in a number of ways. We have told people to call your local elected officials. We have had people sign and send letters. We also have been at the meetings. I do think we will be successful in stopping what Olney would otherwise have done if there was no resistance and there was not a group of people fighting this.